All right, so I got my fractional burner set up. Just wanted to try it out. I got the stuff here. I got it as safe as I could possibly get it. Of course, nothing's plugged up. I got my cables, my pins. I got my solution wet down. I'm not gonna be anywhere next to this thing while it's plugged up. I got it plugged here, but I still gotta walk all the way back here and plug it up. I know you can edit this out for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, last will and testament, I do have a will at the house. I'm not gonna be nowhere next to this stuff while it's running at all, like not even close. I'll be back here taking video, and the more equipment I get, the better the video will be, but I'm not gonna be nowhere next to this stuff while it's plugged up. I hear it's very dangerous, and I'm gonna treat it with the respect it deserves. To my kids, I love you. Family, love you. Anything ever happens to me, fulfill the dream. Yeah, I know I want these houses done. Yeah, I know I want a bigger picture and a bigger impact on the community. So, make it happen. Something happened to me, my kids getting paid. In all seriousness though. I hear this is very dangerous, so I'm gonna take maximum precaution. I got my fire extinguisher here next to me. Like I said, I'm not even nowhere next to this thing while it's getting plugged up. I got everything secure. So with that said, let's plug this up and see if it works. Oh. Okay, so it started from the opposite side, where the napkin's at. I got nothing on the other side, but I'm still not going to it. I can see it doing its job like it's supposed to. Oh, there's the other side kicking up. Okay, so far I got it. Right. Video got interrupted by a phone call, sorry. So what I've got here is I've got a mirror frame. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. I feel a little bit more comfortable, but I'm really not gonna be touching on this stuff or dealing with it. You can see the fractions is actually looking pretty good. I wish I had a closer video. Maybe the more I do it, the more comfortable I'll get. But right now, that's a frame for a mirror. Yeah, I got the solution to where it's gonna go across. I made the rods myself out of a grounding rod. I mean, I can see it burning deep in one area. I don't know if it needs more water or not, but I'm gonna continue to stay back and just watch it do what it do. If I see it flare up, I'll know it's burning deep, and then I'll unplug it. But yeah, it's doing what it said it would do. I can see it. All right, so it looks like it's dry. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug it here. You can hear the audible sound from the transformer stop. I'm gonna slowly approach it, of course. I watched a lot of the videos, and they, show different things. So that's my fractional pattern that I got here. This is the very first time that's the side with the rag that started first. Looks pretty cool. I felt pretty safe doing it, being that I was nowhere next to it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do this around the whole frame. I don't know what's gonna make it better. I know I had it pretty damp already, so I'm guessing my dampness is what caused the delay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and readjust it, and then I'll start the video back. Okay, so I already got it closer. I figured I'll try to bring it closer and see how that works. I'm gonna go back here again, in my safe place, and plug it up. And don't mind my mess, sorry. Working on my house, went through a divorce, so yeah, work's not happening, and I'm just gonna turn this into a wood shop until I can make some money. So enough of my sob story. All right, here we go. Okay, better reaction this time. The more I do it, the more comfortable I get. I understand if I touch any of this stuff, I'm gonna be in a bad place. So I'm not gonna touch any of this stuff, but I wanna get you guys better video. I see it going through, and I don't want it to short, and it short through. Okay, now I know when that happens, it gets the deeper burns from what I've seen in everybody else's video, but I don't know. That's the first time doing it, okay? I didn't wanna mess nothing up. So I'm gonna be a little bit more cautious. But I do really like the deeper burns. That's what I like the most. The fumes, smoke fumes are not that bad here. The house is pretty much just studs, so you got a whole lot of air moving through here. Hopefully this will be the thing that helps me press forward on what I want to do. So far that's how it looks. I think I want a little bit more. I want it to be more unique, a more unique piece. So I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to put a little bit more solution on there. I think my solution's working pretty well. I've seen a video with some borat solution and I want to try that. But right now this is with the baking soda, and a couple of the different videos I saw online had it, and I basically went with the solution that was the most mentioned. Yeah, so I got all that there. It looks good. I'm going to go ahead and do some more solution, and then I'll start the video back. Okay, so I repositioned it slightly. I noticed the last one that I did with the paper towel under it, that's the burn I got. It's bigger. It's still a little fuzzy. This is my first time doing it, so I'm hoping I can make the process a little better. So I want to try it with it there. I want to see how that works, and I'm going to go ahead back here. Woo! Let me clear my floor space so when I am running away from this danger, I don't trip and fall. Put myself in the worst place. So I'm back far enough. Like I said, I'm getting more comfortable with the situation. I'm definitely not an electrician, but I am aware of electrical. I've done some wiring work for myself in my home, so I'm not a novice at it, but yeah. I'm not gonna tell you that I've been trained in this. Okay, so here we go. Plugging it from far away. Oh wow, that reaction's even better. I'm getting the burn. I'm gonna let it burn. I'm gonna take it and let it flare up. Okay, so I just dropped it. Sorry, my last part, but it flared up really good. Of course, I'm unplugged. I wouldn't be over here this close. You can see it's doing a straight burn, and it's kind of funny because the only time I was seeing a straight burn was when we're using a borat. Now, I don't know if I clean this up a little bit, it may do better, but I'm gonna try without the rag now. I still got water there, so I don't think that it's the water. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this again. Step back. So I'm not gonna be close when it starts up. I'm gonna get more comfortable with this and how it reacts, but I'm gonna go ahead and plug it up now from my distance place. As you can see, it's doing it. It's going. Okay, that's the short. I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna get better at holding on to that when I stop it. But I stopped it. It's very bright. Kind of reminds me of what you would think about when you see yeah, those are way small fractionals. So I don't know if my power source is not that good or my positioning of my probes is not good, but I'm gonna try to make a few adjustments with the probe positioning and see how that goes. I got my probe is about, dropped it on the floor. I want to say my probe is about 6 inches. That's what she said. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my probes and see if I bring them down closer, will they do anything differently? And then after that, if that doesn't work, what I'll go ahead and do is I'll go ahead and do it without the probe and just clamp onto the board. I've seen that once or twice. Sorry if I'm showing you the floor. I've seen that once or twice, so I repositioned it. Of course, it's off. Whew, not even next to each other. Split away, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more solution on there and try again. All right, so I got it repositioned. I also got more solution on here. I have an idea what's gonna happen. These two are gonna contact the nails, gonna flare up fast, but I like to see the design it's gonna make, so let's do it and go. Okay, nice burn. It's going both ways, up and down, which is interesting to me. I like the hard burning. Like I said, I see the water bubbling out of it. As long as I don't get to the point where I've got a fire, I do have an extinguisher. So I'm gonna let it go a little bit more. Okay, stop now. All right, I know my video is all shaky. I apologize. First time, so next time I'll have a better setup. As you can see, I'm getting little fractionals and big burn channels, and I'm good with the burn channels. I like it. Depending on how it looks, once I wire brush it, will be deciding on how I finish this. If I leave it to where it's something you can touch and feel, or if I fill it with resin. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video so that I can reposition. So I've repositioned them. I'll put the bite in there pretty far. I don't know if that's gonna make it any better, but I figured I'd try it, why not? So I'm gonna step back as I always do to my safe place. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this plugged in. I'll try to focus on holding the video while I do that. So you can get the first look. Okay, flaring up. Okay, so right now it's going around the board. It's not even going towards each other. So now I'm getting a good burn towards each other. It's going towards it and down the side, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's what we want. And I'm gonna, now I'm gonna let this burn out because I want it to be deeper. Okay, not so much that it burns to pieces, but we shut it down. So we're making progress. It's on the edge, and it's probably mainly on the edge because we're on the edge. I don't know, but we'll see. And I'll do better. I'll get better lighting. I'll try some different things. Before I stop this video, before I stop for the night, I want to go ahead and try some nails in it. So I'm gonna try to find me some nails and see what we can do. Okay, so not only did I swap them out, I chose to put the other side on the inside of the frame. So we're gonna see how this works. It's been doing the flare up as soon as I plug in, but it hasn't been maintaining, so we'll see. And I mean, it could be because I've got 2 different plugs in between it, so I'm not getting enough juice or it's reduced it down. I don't know, we'll figure it out. So when we get back, of course, you know where I'm going, a safe place. And I'm going to plug it in. Okay, so buzzing from the transformer. I got no reaction whatsoever. Got 0 reaction. Alright, so the nails are not giving me the desired result. I'm going to try to clamp it on the wood again, and then if not, I'm going to go back to the probes. I may alter my probes a little bit. I may even find a couple of smaller pieces of copper to see how that works, but right now it's not doing anything for me, so yeah, stop this here. All right, remove the nails. Safe place, that's where I be. And we'll go ahead and plug it up. Okay, so we're getting nothing right now. We're hearing it. I know all of my connections are good because I've put the, my connections are good, so we're not worried about that. All right, I'm gonna try wetting it one more time, then I'm gonna go back to my probes. My apologies, I laid you down instead of shutting you off. So now I'm gonna go ahead and safe place. And let's do it. See how we go. Oh, okay, probes are the place to be. Water wasn't bad, so my conductor wasn't good. I'm gonna go a little closer because I gotta get some video of this. It's looking really good now. It's bubbling out all the water. It's not going off. I mean, the pattern is pretty much straight. I'm gonna let that burn in deep because I'm not getting a lot of diffraction. I'm getting more of the straight on. But it's okay. I mean, I'm cool with that. I like that. I don't mind it. Running straight through, very little fraction. I mean, it's just something there. It's a little bit. I think once I sand it or try that wood bleach stuff, it may be a little better. But I'm gonna go ahead and move this around on here. I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna move it around. Of course, I'm unplugged. You already know. I'm not playing with this stuff. Not in the sense of getting myself hurt. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this towards the edge. Towards the edge here. And see how that goes. I'm gonna back up and let's start it again. Okay. Oh, so my clamps have metal on them. I tried to rubberize the handles, but it didn't work. So that's what you're seeing going on there. I'm gonna stop that because I didn't intend for that to go down. Okay, so basically what happened is this set of clamps here, I didn't rubberize the handles. Silly me, what was I thinking? This one I did, so it didn't have that reaction. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop, rubberize those handles and try again. But okay, so I'm gonna share a little bit of common sense. It should have been common sense to me. I don't think it was explained in the videos that I watched, but it makes sense if you're thinking about it, but I wasn't, so I'm gonna share it. If you did see my last cut, the handle was not wrapped. It was a metal handle. I assumed because ass out of you and me, because the copper jaw has the metal inserts, copper inserts, and then a nylon under it. So I thought that was what kept the handles insulated since they don't have the rubber. With this process, that didn't happen. I mean, and it wasn't anything terrible. It just meant I had 3 different points that the electric was hitting. As far as on my picture frame, my mirror frame. So yeah, it wasn't terrible, but something you should know. If you don't want that to happen, wrap them. The one that was wrapped didn't do it. So I wrapped it, I repositioned it. I want to see if it'll make it around that corner. I mean, hey, I got to be optimistic. I don't know if it will, but I'm going to hope that it will. So we'll see what happens. I got more solution on there. Realized my solution wasn't the problem, so yay. Here we go. Okay, so it looks like it's going down to that corner. If you can see, that corner's buzzing. So something's happened that's going to that corner. I don't know how the heck it's doing it because this one here doesn't look like it's traveling. So I don't know how that's happening. I don't know if I got some metal stuck in there, but that's pretty cool. I've never seen that to where it's sparking off of a random corner. It's probably the nails. The nails inside of the corner. That is pretty interesting. Oh, wow. Wow, that is some coolness. So see, you can tell you don't want to be next to this with anything metal. You don't want to actually touch this table because the nails that are in it are acting as a conductor. And you see I'm getting the most activity that I've had from this the whole time. I'm really, really happy about that. It's exciting. Like I said, this is my first time doing this. I got my fire extinguisher handy. I'm gonna let it burn because I like the deep burns. I got my wire brush and everything ready. And I think that makes it unique. I'm gonna go ahead, okay, that's enough. We don't wanna burn the house down now. We don't need the bank calling. Okay, so I'm unplugged. I'm gonna get some better lighting too. But you can see the nails in the corner is what I'm thinking made that happen, but that is awesome. I know it's gonna look even better once I clean it up. I'm gonna reposition them both. I'm gonna stop the video for that. Okay, so I did a little bit more since I stopped the video. I got this whole side and I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna get that stuff that they talked about, the bleaching and whatnot. So I cleaned off my probes and I wanted to see that if I made the tips a little pointier, I had dulled them down a bit earlier. I wanted to see if that made a difference in how my patterns went. So I got that all set up. I'm gonna go ahead. You know where I'm going. Back to my safe place. And let's see how it goes. Okay, usually by now it would already be going. Okay, so now it's all the way plugged in. There, we got some flare up there. Okay. Now I'm gonna go closer. I see my patterns are a little smaller. So I like that. So I noticed that, okay, the probes you use affect your pattern because before it was a blunt and it was pretty big. These are damn near needle points. You'd stab yourself. Excuse my French. You would stab yourself on these if so the thinner point works better. Oh, look at that. Wow, that must be where staples are in it. That's pretty freaking cool. I can appreciate that. So yeah. It's going now. I mean, it's going both sides. So the little nails in there make a difference. I like that. I guess you got to just be more careful when you're watching it for the flaring up. And I can see this is tempting to want to touch it, to want to move it while it's in motion. But you just got to keep telling yourself, hey, that's a huge electric shock. I'm not trying to die today. So as tempting as it is to try to move it to keep it going, because it's kind of hypnotic the way the flames move through the wood. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop it since it's sizzling down. I'm gonna move my probes and try it again. Okay, so apparently I kept the video on to make y'all dizzy. My bad. Back to a safe place, and I'm gonna go ahead and start again. All right, immediately it's flaring up from the center where I suspect there's nails in the frame. So I mean, this would be kind of cool to purposely put nails into things to kind of see. Or if you're using pallet wood, you know, just cut the nails off. Of course, my setup here, this is the first time I've done it. So if I do post this and keep this video, I'm sure I'll hear anything in the comment. I'll be all new to that too. And any feedback I will take. I mean, I'll take what's good and ignore the negative, of course. But okay, I'm gonna reposition them, maybe damp it a little bit more and try again. All right, so I'm repositioned. Well, not repositioned, excuse me. I pretty much just damped it again and moved it slightly. So one thing that I did find out is I see the people with the spray bottles, and you know, I see a couple of them spraying while it was on, so I was kind of like, I don't want a spray bottle. But when you actually turn it off and stop it, and you want to put more on it, I can see a spray, especially if it's concentrated, because my brush has gotten my water dirty, and I'm guessing from the wood burning, the carbon and that. But look at that, that is really cool. How that was working. Now, I'm going to hope that that goes all the way to it. I'm pretty sure it's just from the nail to that probe. I want to let this probe catch up, but you don't want to get it burning too much. Okay, it's starting to catch up. You can see it through the smoke. So once it catches up, I'll stop it. And of course, like I said, I like the deep burns. It makes me want to do the resin even more. Bring out the inner pyro. Safety first. All right, slight adjustment, wet down again. Let's get our pyro on. Kids, don't try this at home. Seriously, it's very dangerous. I listened to the videos, I watched them, and I was very cautious before doing it. It took me a couple of days, few days researching it before I even felt comfortable dealing with it. As you can see from my earlier sections, I stayed back far for a while. I like what it's doing here. I wish I could move it. It's kind of like a forest fire. Not to make light of forest fires, they're devastating, but you know, lava eruption line. It's pretty mesmerizing, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. But I didn't stop the video. This is when it starts to get smoky, when you actually let it burn deep. So obvious, duh, we all probably knew that. Or you knew it, I wasn't worried about it. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop this, readjust it, and I'm actually gonna turn it off this time. All right, you got me doing all that craziness. So I'm going to show the bowl. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, we don't want that. That looked a little bit too much. Wow, that was pretty awesome. I mean, it was a straight line, but it has a little bit, so I know. I got a lot on the in. I got some on the inside, too. So I probably should have set that up a little better. I'm going to try it again with the back side. I'm going to see if I can angle this up into it. There's a little divot there on it. And then here, let's try that. Let's see how that works. Okay. I mean, it's fair. Okay, so I got a pecan. You can call it a cup, you can call it a bowl, you can call it a vase. Don't matter. I wanted to see how I would work on it. I saturate the area. So first I'm going to try to just put it in the middle, see what happens. Next, I'll actually make the probes touch it and see how that goes. So you know where I'm at. Here we go. Oh wow, that's interesting. It started down there. Okay. Now I'll be curious to see if any of it goes on the pot or bowl. I'm seeing it go around it. I'm seeing it go through it. It also has some inside of it too, so who knows what we'll see. I like the little sparks because we know those are the tracks. Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop it now and check the bowl. So I've been getting some really good results with the bowl, pot, vase, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna try again, reposition this, and see what we can get. So you know all the little sparks are the little track lines. So it's gonna have a whole bunch of little track lines. All those places you see the sparks are the nice little lines. So it's actually pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. The other side looks like it's flaming up, but I mean, as long as they're not touching, I'm good. We see a big flame, we'll know. Of course, we don't want to touch the table, because say that probe falls down and hits that wood, then bam, you caught. So I'm gonna stay away from me while this is on. But I like the little detail that it's doing. If I had more solution, I would wet it, but I don't. So, oh well. But that's enough of video.